Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to the first video of YouTube again. So, real quick, so you can see it's a beautiful day outside. I just had like a real quick message, and basically, I just wanted to remind you to whatever you do, if you signed up for it, complete the mission. All right, complete it. The reason why I'm saying this is so the other day, I had the opportunity to run a 5K. It was my first 5K. And I ended up getting there like a little late. Alright? Don't tell nobody. So anyway, so I ended up getting there a lot late. And so when I walked up, everybody was looking at me. Maybe it was like one other person that got there late with me, but when I got there, like everybody was looking like, yeah, you're super late, dude. And yeah, we already know you're gonna be the last one. So I was just like, I wasn't worried about it, but at the same time, I could feel it. So I went ahead and got my number, put it on my shirt, and so I put my headphones on, went up to the starting line, and I remember the face of this guy. He was looking at me with this smirk like, you're so fucking late. You are definitely gonna be last. Like, I don't even think we're gonna be here. You're gonna be so last. But I was just like, whatever, because that's life. People do that, right? They look at you, they judge you. And the best thing that I learned about running through Coach Bennett with the Nike app, he's a really great coach. Even virtually, when you just running on your own and you're using the app, his motivation is smooth. It's not too hard, but it's really reflective, and it puts you in the moment, and it makes you appreciate how you even got to that moment, right? So the entire time, I just played back a lot of what he was saying, and most of the time in the past when I was running, he was just like, look, you made it. It took a lot to get you here. Like, the fact that you even put on your shoes and walked out the door was an accomplishment, right? But before I got to that starting line, a little piece of me, because I was meeting people there, a little piece of me was like, well, you can always just put the number on and, pretend you ran and, be like, yeah, guys, I ran, but why would I lie about running? Like, that is so anal. Like, why would you lie about doing the race? Like, I couldn't even be in somebody's face lying to them about running a race, right? So anyway, long story short, I got to the starting line. I ran. I did it. And I actually ran faster than I've ever, not ever, because when I was younger, we used to run miles in like 4.5, 5 minutes. Now we're a little older, and it's been a minute, and I'm trying to, get back into a pace. The race, I did like 12 minutes. So usually I'm around like 17 minutes. So it was kind of wild. And I guess the terrain was different too, because usually I'm going up hills, mountains, curves, valleys, all type of stuff. So basically, I ran the race, got around. Once I got around this first corner, the people they were putting the water up, so I didn't get no water. So I kept going. And then I came around the stretch pretty much, and I started seeing more people. And I was like, wow, there are people still on the, still racing. But of course, it was like the last group. Usually it's the slow group. The people who just decide they want to walk it instead of run it. Or maybe they, were running and they just taking their time. So the main thing was that, I started coming up on this group, and I was just like, all right, let's get it. Because I thought I was the only person out there, And then once the police saw me, they knew I was the last runner. So they went ahead and, they were just like, all right, let's start picking up the cones. And as I was just like passing everybody, like they were just riding with me too, picking up the cones up until a certain point. Once they realized there was still more people walking, then of course, they had to slow up. But the whole point is, if you sign up for it, complete the mission. It's no point of you signing up for something that you're so eager to do. And this is just in life in general. Even signing up to come down here to earth, how everybody be talking about. Like, you signed up for the mission, right? So complete the mission. Do what you got to do. Man up. Woman up. Put your chest out. Be on purpose. Be passionate about whatever it is that you want to do. Don't lose hope. You know, I know a lot of people are going through a lot of different scenarios, different cycles, ending, beginning. And the entire thing is that we're all on this earth ship together. And the mental energy and frequencies that we put out is really what is discombobulating everything on top of the earth doing its natural evolution and wanting us to evolve with it. So all I'm saying is, look, after I finished that race, once I came up that hill, once the guy that times everybody saw me coming up that hill, he was looking surprised. Then I turned the corner, that same dude that was looking at me, his mouth was so wide open. He was like he couldn't believe that he was seeing me so soon. And I stood there in front of him on purpose. I think I was trolling him a little bit, if that's the same meaning. But I stood there on purpose, and I was, you know, I was like, let him know, yeah, bitch, I ran. Ho. No, just, but nah, but excuse my cussing if it's some children out here. But nah, the main thing is that, you know, I finished the race, I finished the mission, and I had a runner's high, a super runner's high. And shout out to everybody that ran that 5K yesterday. But I just wanted to give y'all a word to say, look, if you signed up for it, complete it. Whatever you sign up for, even if it takes you a while, even if you think you're the last person to turn in your work, to show up to work, you know, it might be a day where it just took you a long time to get out of bed, to do anything, whatever you was going to do. Whatever you do, just do it. Complete it. You're going to feel so good afterwards. And it's going to give you motivation to keep going, because you need that momentum. You need that wheel turning, okay? If the wheel is not turning, you know, how they deal with the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, but the solar plexus, if that wheel is not turning, then you're stagnant. It's just like water. It's just like anything. You have to keep going. Energy is always constant, okay? So once that wheel is turning, then you move into the next thing and put that energy into that. Energy is transmuted and transformed, you know? So even if it's still doing something, right? Even when you're asleep, your body is still doing something. It may be chilling, but I guarantee you, your plasma, your blood, everything is moving around. So if you signed up for it, complete the mission, and that's it. So, all right, y'all. Well, this is the first video back on YouTube. I'm gonna have 2 channels. One mainly for like spiritual and, you know, more current stuff, and then I'm gonna have another one that's just based around leading while learning. Lead and learn with me, and that's gonna be more business development, more personal and business development. But either way, you can bounce off of both, and I'll see y'all later. All right.